we need to, how are you always, you're always closer to the center than the last time we checked.
What is that? Oh, that's a squirrel. There's a big cloud coming. It's just, maybe we need to stop the dappling. It's dappling.
Dappling?
It's like...
Is that a word? Now we don't set up lights, but now we deal with the sun.
We have rain clouds. We're very happy about those. You might hear vegans refer to veganism as a lifestyle, but why? Isn't being vegan all about what you eat?
In fact, being vegan means living a life that excludes animal exploitation as far as what's possible and practicable. Yes, what you eat matters a lot, especially since who, not what, the majority of people eat comprises most animal exploitation on planet Earth. And add to that the byproduct industries that stem from the animal food industries.
Zero animal death and zero impact on planet Earth is not possible. Veganism at its core is about changing the way we view our fellow non-human earthlings and eliminating the hypocrisy surrounding how we treat dogs, for example, versus how we treat pigs.
And while veganism and environmentalism or sustainability are technically separate ideas, as we humans and our fellow non-humans rely on the environment and a sustainable future to thrive, here are a few possible and practicable, logical, creative, and helpful ways for you to live an even more sustainable vegan lifestyle.
Number 1, saving gray water and rainwater for gardening. One of the things we started doing is collecting rainwater now that it's finally raining in California. And check your state rebate programs too, because here you actually get a $35 rebate per rain barrel for up to 2 rain barrels. We place a pot under the kitchen faucet, so when we wash our hands and rinse lightly soiled dishes, we can save that water for gardening as well. We also place a container in the shower to catch that first few seconds of cold water rather than letting it go to waste as you wait for the water to warm up. It's surprising how many plants you can water with gray water alone. Not only that, you're reducing your water bills, and in drought-stricken areas such as this one, you can continue to nourish the plants that keep the bees and hummingbirds coming.
Number 2, batch cooking. Oh man, batch cooking has changed our lives.
Yeah.
It's allowed us to save time and lower our grocery bills, but also reduce our food waste. Look for recipes that incorporate ingredients you already have, particularly fruits, veggies, and spices you have on hand. And only purchase the ingredients you need each week for those recipes. Try to overlap as well, picking recipes with similar ingredients. We generally pick 1 or 2 recipes, shop for them on the weekend, and batch cook enough for lunches and dinners for the 2 of us on Sunday night. By batch cooking, and especially by using whole plant food ingredients, we have saved so much time and money compared to when we used to make individual meals every single night, let alone eating out, which is the most expensive way to eat. And this method also encourages you to try new foods and get out of your routine.
Yeah, we knew about batch cooking before too, and we just never did it. Don't know why. Number 3, speaking of food waste, start composting. We have a little countertop compost bucket and a large compost tumbler outside to dump it all in. There are a variety of affordable and portable composters, like the second one we got, which doubles as a corner table. As of January 1st, 2022, Californians are required to separate organic matter, mainly food scraps and yard waste, from other garbage. This not only avoids organic waste from ending up in landfills, which in 2018 accounted for over 21% of waste in landfills, but it also avoids the release of methane gas into the atmosphere, which, as you know, is one of the most potent greenhouse gases. Alongside these benefits, you'll have beautiful, rich, plant-based compost to use in your garden.
Number 4, what about plastic? Everything is plastic these days. And the no single-use plastic law is pretty much pointless because, at least here in California, companies have found a loophole.
So annoying.
Oh, we'll make the plastic bags thicker and then we'll call them reusable. We'd like to know how many people actually reuse their plastic grocery bags. And unfortunately, huge grocery store chains like Vons and Ralph's here in Cali, they still use these obscenely thick plastic bags. They're always out of paper bags, of course, and if you order your groceries for pickup or delivery, you bet they will always be wrapped in plastic. So shop in-store when you can and bring plenty of reusable cloth bags. Also, if you have a choice between two items, opt for the OJ in the paper carton container versus the plastic container. We try to favor paper, glass, or aluminum whenever possible. And yes, sometimes it can be a conundrum because some organic produce, for example, is wrapped in plastic and the non-organic produce is not, so we'll often opt for non-organic. At our local store, one of the only plant-based butters that they sell comes in a little plastic tub, as do many of the non-plant-based varieties, but we try our best to do what's possible and practicable when it comes to plastic.
Number 5. Use a menstrual cup. I started using a menstrual cup over 5 years ago, and not only has it saved me a ton of money in tampons or pads, but it also helps save the planet from this mess.
Number 6, thrifting or buying used. You can do this on apps like Mercari or eBay or Reverb, and even Amazon sometimes offers previously opened or refurbished items. Although, don't get us started on Amazon's inordinate use of plastic packaging. And if you're a seller, consider reusing packaging. Buying used reduces the demand for new products, which helps reduce waste overall.
Number 7. There's also not buying things. We can all be more conscientious consumers. Consider need versus want, give yourself 24 hours to think about impulse buys, and consider having fewer things that you really love and use regularly rather than a ton of things, half of which you don't even remember buying. Donate the things you no longer use instead of throwing them away. And remember, your donations are also tax deductible.
And keep in mind, not all of these things will work for everyone, but please let us know in the comments if you use any of these techniques and what other unique ways you've found to live a sustainable vegan lifestyle. We'll see you guys in the next video. As always, guys, we want to say a sincere thank you to all of our patrons on Patreon. You guys really help us out. You support the channel. And if you like our channel, if you like our videos, you like what we have to say, and you want to support us, our Patreon and Etsy links are down below.